because this week was also just, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
same
busy.
here.
Yep. Hey, 4-year-old.
Hello?
How are you?
Hey,
I'm good. How are you?
A little tired?
Yeah, kind of.
Sorry.
Should I activate my camera or it's not needed?
Or do you know anything about these meetings, if they should be live with our cameras when we do them, or what?
I don't
I'm
know.
not aware of anything in that regard.
Me neither.
So let's.
I think it may
I
be
would
up to
say-
us, depending on like if we're presenting like a lesson, then we'd be sharing our like PowerPoint or anything anyway. So I don't think it's
Yeah, I
necessarily
would
like, required that we have to have our cameras on or anything. So
Sure. Definitely for this meeting, I think we could keep them off and then just make it easier for everyone, and we can just discuss if that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So
oh,
Brad, conduct the meeting.
So, yeah, I put together an agenda on our community site. I was actually going to see, Jordan, do you mind kind of hosting the meeting, conducting it, and I will meeting? Is that all right?
sure, just go through the itinerary that you've set up.
Yeah, so if you can, why don't you try and share your screen and pull up my agenda, and then we can all see it there. And then if you just kind of go through each one of those bullet points, and I'll take notes along the way, that'd be great.
All right, let me get there.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yep, we got it.
I can see.
Okay.
I can see it too.
So, since it's been a little crazy with getting started and with teammates switching in and out, and so we'll go ahead and start with some introductions. Just talk a little bit about yourself. I'm sure we'll get to know each other better as we meet each week and work together through this class. But I'm Jordan Bishop. I live in Taylorsville, Utah. I'm a senior. My degree is web development. So I'm very excited to be done soon. I am married and have 3 children, my youngest being 7 weeks, the one you can hear in the background. So life's busy and fun. So go ahead and whoever wants to go next can.
Hi, this is
I
Brad
guess I'll
Bastian.
go. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, this is Andrew McGarry. Just joining your guys' group. Thanks for having me. I currently live in Saratoga Springs, Utah. Just moved here 2 years ago from Orange County, California. I am married and have 3 kids, and I'm a junior, so I still have a little ways to go.
Nice to meet you, Andrew. This is Brad Bastian. I am a senior as well. Same with Jordan. I live in Safford, Arizona. I'm married, have 2 kids. They're 8 and 11 years old. Actually have been working, or currently work, IT industry. Been working at Progressive Insurance for the last 7 years. Looking to just update my skills. So take some refresher courses. So this is kind of a new thing. I got my degree in computer science. I'm kind of more focusing on the front end web development this time. So it should be fun, but that's why I'm here.
Hi, I'm Trevor Albertson. I am from Albany, Oregon, and I am a computer information technology major. I'm also a senior, and um, I'm really excited to be taking this class and really looking forward to being able to learn from you guys and hopefully being able to share what um, I'm learning from this class as well. So yeah, that's about me.
Hi, everyone. My name is Gerald. I live in Tirana, Albania. For all of you who don't know, Albania is in southeast of Europe. It's a beautiful country. You have to visit it one day. Um, I've studied before information of technology, but then after 3 years, I started BIU Idaho online program. I am in a web development major. Uh, in my spare time, I like to draw. I don't know, and that's all.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for introducing yourselves. It'll be nice to, like I said, get to know one another. We're all kind of in a similar boat, yet from different parts of the world. So, looking forward to working with you guys. So, looks like based on the way everybody signed up, we don't have any presentations this week. Just to make sure that we're preparing those, studying, learning what we need to do. And I assume that next time when we have a meeting, we'll be sharing those. Is that correct?
Jordan, do you mind doing me a favor and actually clicking on that link for that document? I've edited a couple things, or I actually added a new item in there. And
so what do I
shows
do? Click on, just click on
click
it?
on the document. Yep, perfect.
Oh,
there you
there
go.
we
Okay,
go.
cool. So,
Okay.
nice.
So presentations, what was there a time limit? Or is it just create something?
You know, I think we just create our own schedule, really. I planned this out for us to teach 6 times over 10 weeks, so we kind of do that however we choose to. For the teaching schedule, actually, do you mind jumping back to our community site and pulling up the teaching schedule? And we can kind of take a look at that real quick. Okay, perfect. So mainly, I think everyone did an awesome job selecting your topics. I think everyone's listed on there 6 times, which is perfect. And you're between week 1 and 10, so everyone scores an A on that assignment. I think our first presentation is going to be in week 2. And I see Andrew at week 2. Is there anyone else that had a week 2?
Let's see. I have a week 2.
The HTML5 tags. Jordan.
Okay, so it looks like just 2 presentations that I can see in week 2. Do we want to set any goals, as in, like, you know, try to have the presentation about 5 minutes? What do we want to do?
Yeah, that's a great question to bring up. I think we should discuss that and just have a quick reminder that week 2 is officially next week, so make sure you start working on those presentations as soon as you can. Yeah, it seemed like Brother James had put together a couple teaching presentations as examples on the community site for the class. And I know one of them was like a half an hour, which he said was way too long, and he was going to cut that down And when he cut it down, it was, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, something like that. So it was quite a bit shorter. I think that would be our goal, probably keep it under 10 minutes, but I don't think there's any. I think just put together your presentation, try and make it concise. And as you record it, I mean, if it runs closer to 10 minutes, not a big deal. If it's closer to 5 minutes, I don't think it's a big deal. Questions covered accurately, I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be variable, like the one that I'm doing next week with the HTML5 tags. I don't think that'll be a very extensive one. So it'll
Okay.
just depend on the topic you're doing and how much you want to put into it. But
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. And there's some in there that may be more involved that may run a little bit longer, but I wouldn't worry about the time as much as just trying to introduce the topic, get good code examples, and we should be good. So I think Brother James is also going to give us some feedback as we start doing these presentations, and we'll get used to what he wants and how to present them according to his style. So I think it'll just naturally happen over the next few weeks.
that's a good point. Okay. So yeah, everybody just be aware of when your weeks are. I'm sure we'll go over this schedule each week to see what the next week's presentations are. So just kind of be getting an idea and doing some studying for each of your topics. Let's see. So teaching
Excuse me, I want to talk a little bit about the teaching schedule.
Sure.
Can you jump at the page? Just want to see something. Okay, so there's topics that I actually don't know anything about. I will try to find some information on internet, but I need your help too. So I wanted to discuss this a little bit by you. I don't know how that will work.
You're wanting to discuss how will it work to present on something you don't know anything about right now?
Yes.
Well, I think just doing your best, finding examples and providing that information. Some weeks you're going to present on something it looks like that someone's already presented on. You can build off that. I think, the internet's obviously a great resource and you'll be able to find information. If you wanted, you could, midweek before the presentation is due, send us an email and say, this is what I've got, what do you think? And kind of pick our brains since you're in a different time zone.
I can collaborate with any member of the team. I mean, the one who is expert on that topic.
That's true too. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from anyone on this topic? Okay. So, Brad, since you kind of developed this, let's see, the Agile methodology, did you want to kind of go over that a little bit as our next bullet point?
You bet. Yep, absolutely. So I'm going to pull that up on my side so it's a little bit bigger. All right. So it is the Agile methodology. I found that well with this class is called the Dynamic Systems Development Method, DSDM. And there's 8 key principles to this Agile methodology. And I'll read those and then I'll just talk about how I thought our team can implement each one of these principles. And then if you want to do some more reading, you can open up the document and there's more information about the techniques of this methodology. But I don't think that's required reading at this time. So the principles of DSDM is number 1, focus on the business need. Number 2, deliver on time. Number 3, collaborate. Number 4, never compromise quality. Number 5, build incrementally from firm foundations. Number 6, develop iteratively. Number 7, communicate continuously and clearly. And number 8, demonstrate control. So how our team can work on these principles. Number 1, business need. And I'm just reading it off here because I don't know it that well. It says our business need will focus on 2 parts. For each team member to successfully learn all 13 technologies presented in this class over a 10-week period. And number 2, for our team to successfully build a mobile application by the end of the semester. So those are our goals for this class, and that's our business need. That's what the teachers presented to us. So that's kind of already given. I don't think there's much more we need to worry about with that. Number 2 is deliver on time. So as individuals and as a team, we need to be able to deliver on time. That's certainly a huge business goal when you're in the industry. I'm actually facing one of those right now. It's challenging. So this is definitely something to learn right now. It's going to be great if we can get this down. So our team will put together a schedule that will give each team member deadlines on when they need to deliver their specific presentations. So we just talked about our schedule. We have those listed out. Do your very best to hit those deadlines each week. If you run late, we still have some flexibility. Reach out for help if you need it. Like Fear-Old was talking about, there's going to be times that probably each one of us is going to run into some challenging situations, technologies we're not familiar with. We can definitely help each other at those times. 3, collaboration. So Brother James, sorry. Brother James was telling us, or has really structured this class, so a lot of collaboration is going into this with our teams, and he's kind of taking a sideline to just mentoring us instead of lecturing to us, which is going to be key for our success, is coming together as a team, working together like a project team really would. So I wrote, collaboration is key for our individual and team success. We can achieve this principle by planning time during our weekly team meetings to discuss the technologies taught the previous week. I wrote this before I realized we were actually covering team meetings, so that just worked out ideally. And any questions that arise of how the technologies work, why they work a certain way, questions about the code examples, we can discuss that as a team and really strengthen each other's knowledge in these topics. So that will be perfect. So we just need to make sure to present those presentations during our team meeting, which kind of is another note, presentation shorter is going to really be ideal. If we have a 20-minute presentation, that's going to take up a lot of our team meeting time. So number 4 was never compromise quality. I wrote, quality must not be compromised for our presentations, and especially for our mobile application. Therefore, the way we can fulfill this principle is by having each technology presentation reviewed by another team member over the phone. This is one where I hesitated on a little bit. I didn't know if this was the right approach to take. I thought it would be great to have some kind of, if you will, quote unquote code review before it kind of goes live to Brother James. And we're going to get feedback in our team meetings as well. So I don't know if this was really necessary. Maybe we could just implement this if you don't feel like your presentation has quite come together yet and you want someone to review it for you, like Jordan said, that may be a great idea. And maybe that's just on an as-needed basis and not for every presentation. I mean, if you feel very confident in HTML tags, for instance, like Jordan was talking about, that's a fairly straightforward one for him. He may not need to have that reviewed. What do you guys think? I just want to throw that out there and see if that's something needed or what.
Yeah, I would say as an as-needed basis, and better through maybe a Google Hangouts or even just through email, reaching out for kind of a review versus over the phone.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
I was just
Yeah,
going to say
I'd
that.
agree with that also, yeah.
Very good. So we can do that, those collaborations through, or presentation reviews through email, through Google Hangouts. I mean, you're more than welcome to do it over the phone if you'd like. So I will make a note of that and make a quick change to that bullet point for our team specifically. And we'll go forward. Perfect. So, okay, number 5 is build incrementally from firm foundations. In these technologies, we'll begin by researching reputable websites. We'll also reach out to other team members who have a little more experience. Didn't have too much to add there. I think we're familiar with how to do research and what is it? Not find stuff on websites that aren't trusted, I guess. Number 6, develop iteratively. Process will be naturally occurring during our learning phase, our 10-week phase, since we'll have our weekly presentation. Our iterative cycle will be 1 week. So that's already built into the class. Number 7, communicate continuously and clearly. We've established that that's going to be done through email, chat, phone calls, video sessions, our weekly team meetings. So we have that already in place. And lastly, demonstrate control. I don't know if I interpreted this wrong, but I'm assuming demonstrating control of our presentations, our topics, our technologies, and we're going to have those meetings each week to go over our technology. So I think most of this is covered. The only thing we're really going to change or really focus on is when we need help, we can reach out to each other. So if that works for you guys, that's all I have for our agile methodology. If we stick to that, I think we're going to all learn these 13 technologies very well, and we'll become a closer knit team and really be able to work on that final project together and have a successful application at the end.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad.
Yep, you bet. Any other questions on the agile methodology?
Nope, sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Very good. Thanks, guys.
Okay. All right. So keep working on your presentations. We will coordinate at the beginning of next week through email and chat just to figure out when we'll be doing our meeting again. It'll probably be something similar.
Do we want to, I don't know, do we just want to pick a day? And then if we do need to make a change that week, we can say, hey, I can't make it at that time. Could we change it or whatever? I don't know. That way we have a definitive time anyway, or I don't know.
Okay. Let's bump it up a day. Let's do Thursday then. Would be my vote. Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I'm good with that also, either one.
So we just need to remember that presentations need to be done before the team meeting. So I vote for later, but whatever you guys want to do is fine with me.
I have a question about the presentations. I see that there are like 3 or 2 presentations in a week. Will this be done in one meeting? Or are we gonna have like 2 meetings, or because there are more? I see in other weeks there are more than 2 presentations.
There should be. Let me start over. We should cover them all in one team meeting. So I think Brother James said our team meeting shouldn't be longer than an hour. If the presentations are 10 minutes, at the most, or about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. We should have plenty of time to go through a presentation, answer a few questions. And I think, Fierol, that's really going to be is just reviewing these team presentations and helping each other learn these technologies. Beyond that, I don't think there's going to be too much to our agendas. So I think an hour should cover it. If we ran a little long one week, I don't think that's a huge deal. I think it's going to be tougher to schedule 2 meetings just because of, and with our schedules, it may be tougher. So I would recommend just sticking to 1 meeting, even if it had to run a little bit longer, but I'm certainly open to other ideas or thoughts.
Is it possible to record, like, record our presentation, let everyone know that it's been recorded and share it on the community page, and then we can watch it individually or something and then talk about it at our meeting? Or is that not allowed? I'm not sure, actually.
Trevor, I think you're, I'm not sure either, actually. But I think that's a great idea. You bring up a very good point that if we post those, say, a day ahead of time, or even the same day a few hours early before our meeting, if the rest of the team had a chance to review that, I mean, if you have that in your schedule to take the time to review each other's presentations before the team meeting, then maybe you could come into it with questions already in your mind. That could help speed up meetings as well. Whether we have to actually go over them in the team meetings, I'm leaning towards yes, we have to, but I don't have a definitive answer on that either.
Oh, yeah, I do agree that we should discuss them in the meetings, for sure. I mean, and even if someone was to record their presentation, maybe we can elaborate, so if we missed a key point that we didn't put in our presentation, we can bring it up in the team meeting too. I don't know, I was just thinking that that's something else that could be done. It doesn't have to be done. If the person wants to do it during the team meeting, that's completely fine too. I was just wondering if that would even be, if that was even allowed in this class. I'm not sure.
Would you mind following up with Brother James and
Yeah, I
just
can do
seeing
that.
his input on that? Because I
Yeah.
think that could be a time saver at times for us.
Right. Yeah. Most definitely. Yeah. I'll send them an email and find out.
Okay. Perfect. So, what day did we want to do?
I personally, well, I mean, Thursday, Friday, either day works for me. If it's around this time.
Yeah, Thursday or Friday works good for me too. So we could just keep it the same if we want.
Okay. Let's just keep it the same, and then we'll change it if needs be.
Yeah, for me, I'm available from Monday to Saturday after 10 p.m. MST because it's too early then if you schedule an early time.
Okay.
So I want you, when you schedule a time, to remind that too, that I cannot attend meetings before 10 p.m. MST.
Okay. All right. So I think we've covered our topics here that we've needed to cover tonight. I think it was a beneficial meeting. Thank you, everyone, for your input. Keep up the good work, and we'll work towards next week. And everybody have a good weekend. Enjoy conference.
Thanks, you too, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
And guys, I'll send out these meeting minutes in just a few minutes. If you have any thoughts or something that I missed, please email me and I'll update it just so we can have accurate records for the community site, so that when Brother James reviews this stuff, that it'll all be up to date. That'd be great.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
No, thank you.
Bye-bye.